These are the supplies I'm going to use, my slip solution or alcohol, 70%, and then I have this fabulous spatula brush, which has a lid on it. This is one of my favorite styles, but if you don't have one of these, you could use a gel brush, similar to this, and then a spatula or orange wood stick. I have my Sheba Ultra Acrylic Gel, which means that all polygels are a clear building gel that have either pigments in them or colored acrylic. So this is what makes it a total gel nail, but it's odorless and it's strong like acrylic. And then I have my Zebra 180/150 grit file. So I'm going to do my own nails. This is my before, and I'm going to shape them and prepare the cuticles first. So first we're going to shape and then etch the surface. Okay, I've trimmed my cuticles, and let me just show you now again. I used the silicone grit because it's my natural nails, and I just did this to etch to make sure that there's no skin on the surface of my nails, especially at the cuticle line and on the edges. But this is good. You never want to use a carbide or a ceramic bit. Even the sanding bands can be really, really harsh on your nails and take off the layers. It's best to use a sapphire diamond one or the silicone grit. Here's what a sapphire diamond looks like. This one doesn't really take off too many layers. It just kind of smoothens. I usually like to prefer to use this one for when I'm all done the nails and I want to smoothen and shape. I'll make sure that there's nothing in the cuticle line. I'll use a little tiny ball one. Okay, I'm going to do the other hand. Now I'm going to use a sanitizing spray or a bonding agent, dehydrator, anything that's going to remove the oils and leave the nails very dry and chalky looking. So we just have to let this dry. Now I'm going to have to build up a few of my free edges. These three nails are too short. The thumb and the index is fine. So I'm going to put on these sticky nail forms, or if you're practicing on a trainer hand, then you will have to use, it's best to stick for the rubber fingers with the reusable forms, which are what these are. These are your reusable forms, and they have the wire on them. So they fit around the trainer hand really well. So let's do my middle finger here first. Alright. And I'm also going to put on some nail primer. The nail primer will help to create a bonding adhesive layer of protein onto the nail plate so that if you have oily nails, this will ensure that they don't lift. All right, so I'm going to squeeze out about 1/4 of an inch just to get started. I don't really want them super long, and I'm going to start to build it onto the free edge, and I'm just going to wipe off excess here, and then I'm going to use my slip liquid or alcohol, wetting my brush. And I am going to just start to get that wet a bit, not too much, don't flood it with the slipless solution, but enough to get it melted and pliable. It works just like putty. And then I'm going to check the shape on the free edge and how thick. I don't want these really long because I've been teaching facials, and so we're just going to go with a little kitten nail, like a short sculptured stiletto, just a mild stiletto, short. Okay, and then we're just going to add a little bit more here for the cuticle line. Seconds, and then I'm going to pinch it, and then let's do 30 seconds, and then I can probably take the form off. Yep. Let's pull this off the back. Sculpture the second nail. So here's what those four look like, and I am going to remove the tacky inhibition layer after I've done my thumb, and then I can shape them. Now, a second method to get really great adhesion is to prime the nails after you have prepared them and etched them, and then use a no sanding base gel or base gel or a thin building gel, clear hard gel. This is a brush on one, so it's very easy to apply, and it leaves little fibers in the gel that will help the hard gel or the poly gel to adhere. So you just put a thin coat on of it. Always put your gels on very thin so that they cure all the way through and they don't lift or chip. So we can see which hand adheres better for myself. That base gel, which is a no sanding, so it adds to the layers of the nails to make a better adhesion and yet easy to get off the soak off gels. I'm just going to put a coating on all of my nails because this hand is a little bit longer and it grows very fast.